The tragedy of the Marvels continues. It's like the theater gods said to Marvel, "How would you like to bomb?" And the Marvel said,
"I don't want one position, I want all positions."
I had a feeling the Marvels wasn't going to do well, but not like this. I wasn't even going to talk about it again, but this movie is bombing so hard it's like putting a pair of Jennifer Tilly titties in front of me and telling me not to touch. Paul Tossi wrote this article for Forbes, and the title sums it up best. Like it or not, the Marvels has now bombed in every way possible. He says he liked the movie, but even he can't deny that the Marvels has failed by every metric. Quote, "You can blame the strike erasing the press tour with its charismatic stars. You can blame YouTuber jerks dumping on the film for months ahead of release. You can blame the superhero fatigue that has also infected DC. But whatever the case, this has been the end result. The Marvels has the lowest MCU domestic opening ever, $46 million. The Marvels has the lowest MCU global opening ever, $110 million. The Marvels has the largest week 2 drop-off of any superhero movie ever, 78%. The Marvels is the third lowest scored MCU movie in the series history on Rotten Tomatoes, 62%. The Marvels got a rare B cinema score, tying it with Eternals and Quantumanium, the lowest in MCU history. The Marvels is expected to end its theatrical run with $210 million to $240 million at the global box office under its $270 million budget, and that would be, you guessed it, the lowest total for an MCU movie ever.
Like it's the most important piece of evidence acted. Okay.
So, what can Disney learn from this? The lesson here is that you can't make people like a character. More than Disney's push to try to make the MCU a girl brand, Disney tried to tell the audience that Carol Danvers was their new favorite character. That just doesn't work. Don't take my word for it. Just go talk to Vince McMahon about Roman Reigns. Vince tried to get Roman over as a babyface for years by telling the WWE audience that they were supposed to like Roman, and all that did was turn the audience against the man. It was only when he had to temporarily quit due to cancer that their attitude softened. However, once Roman began to play closer to a heel, to get into that Stone Cold Brock Lesnar range, especially with Paul Heyman backing him, he got over, and has been over ever since then. You can't make an audience like a character. You can't just tell them that Captain Marvel will be the new lead for the MCU and expect people to like her the same way they did Iron Man and Captain America. Tony and Cap earned their status over the course of nearly 20 films. Carol did no such thing. The studio simply declared her the new lead and favorite, and when people rejected that, they called them misogynist. That's also been the mantra of most of the Cope articles I've seen about the movie tanking. It's either because the misogynists didn't see the movie because they don't like strong women, or they're cheering its failure because they don't like strong women. That women themselves apparently didn't turn out for the movie doesn't seem to matter. I don't think sexism is the issue, or even Disney's misguided attempt to turn the MCU into a girl brand. I think it really comes down to people not liking the characters or the story, and that this current phase of the MCU doesn't really appear to be building towards anything. I know it's supposed to lead to some conflict with Kang the Conqueror, but that doesn't seem to be getting over either. There doesn't appear to be any of that underlying tension that drove people's excitement about Thanos, which caused people to want to see all the MCU films. Without that drive, people are likely only going to watch the movies with characters they care about, and that brings us back to the Marvels and the unfortunate fact that people don't care about Carol, Monica, or Kamala. The result? The Marvels has bombed in every way possible. It's probably not even going to break $100 million at the domestic box office, which would be a first for an MCU film. If the upcoming MCU films are like this one, Disney has some work to do. They're already planning to do extensive reshoots for the Falcon movie since what they shot apparently didn't test well. If Disney doesn't meddle with Deadpool 3, that should do fine. Everything else is either in pre-production or development, so Disney has time to fix whatever they're doing. Whether they'll do that is up for grabs. South Park pretty much nailed it with the Pandaverse episode. Plenty of the people in power at these studios are just making shows out of spite just to get at the fans who rejected identity politics. Some of them are doing it to please each other. They're both forgetting that they need to get butts into theater seats for any of this to work and make money. They have to tell stories people want to see about characters they actually care about, otherwise they're going to see more bombs, but probably not like this. This one is special. If only there was a visual representation of the many ways the Marvels is bombing. Oh, wait, there is. But what do I know? I'm just some guy.